Good is good, you. It's your boy Sam back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the 30 new duos added to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM today. Now, look, guys, I wish I could sit up here, hype up the duos. I wish I could sit up here and be like, man, these duos are game-changing. But what do you notice about each and every one of these duos? They all have a Series 2 card in them. So, I mean, is this a day I'm going to sit up here and talk about these duos and how you need to pick them up and add them to your squad to make your squad so much better? No. And again, it's not me trying to sit here and hate on the fact that 2K dropped 30 duos, because I like the duo concept. I think it's more of a matter of, like, you guys need to know what these duos are, and that they're just probably not worth a whole lot. Now, we're going to be briefly talking about them, going through each and every one of them, but just realize, again, most of these duos are not going to be great. Braun and Verjao at first look. Braun for 21,000 MT, I mean, gets that 3 ball to an 82. But, I mean, even with the duo, look at his defense. And that's what we got to realize. Like, most of these Series 2 cards, they're not good to begin with. And even after the duo, they're not going to be great. He's not that bad. Verjao, I mean, does get a little better, I guess. Is this duo worth running? Probably not. And I'm not trying to hate on Braun, but the duo just probably is not worth it. DeRozan, Rudy duo, I don't know. This duo is weird, stinks. I mean, again, another duo that we're talking about that just is not good, not worth your time. And that's just the best way to put it. Jokic and Murray. Jokic has 60 speed, guys. He's got 60 speed, and I'm supposed to sit up here and somehow tell you guys he's not that bad, man. This is a horrible duo in my team. Definitely not worth your time. Like, even for Jamal Murray, that release is horrible. Just a horrible duo. So, I mean, I'm going to skip over some of these duos. Like, again, to get through all 30 duos, I mean, I guess I could do it quickly, but they're horrible. Zion, not that bad with the duo. The problem is you got to run Brandon Ingram, who is not good at all. All of these Series 2 cards stink, guys. They all stink. Like, even Luka and Kyrie, you're looking at both of them being Series 2 cards. These cards stink. Now, if you saw the Kyrie alley-oop last night, he got up on that. That was actually crazy. I didn't know Kyrie had that in him. But, I mean, that's just the one thing that I'm seeing right now is just like, look, these duos all stink. And again, 30 new duos. There's not one duo that I'm looking at that's like, dang, this duo is it. Even this SGA duo. Like, SGA is not that bad for 21,000 MT. Like, 6'6", you're going to have to upgrade the 3 ball a little bit. But then you got to run Gordon Hayward. Like, he's not good, not worth running, and he's 133,000 MT. And so that's the thing. I mean, I could be like, oh, these are good for budget ballers or something. But even that, most of them aren't budget because you either got one guy in the duo who stinks or one guy in the duo that is super expensive. Hallie, Miles Turner, but even Tyrese Halliburton, he's not good by himself. So, I mean, these duos are cool that they're added into the game, but they all stink. Even Malik Beasley and Giannis. Like, Giannis Pink Diamond is not that bad, but the duo hardly makes him better. And it's like, is that worth running Malik Beasley for? Absolutely not. And I'm not trying to sit here and hate on Malik Beasley by himself, but it's just not worth running him. You know, I know we've not gotten a lot of great budget cards, and maybe that's what 2K was trying to do with this. You know, give us some decent budget options. But 2K, these are not budget options. These cards absolutely stink. And again, I literally think that's what 2K is trying to do, is give us some budget options, because these Series 2 cards are really cheap, but the cards stink. Even like D-Book and KD. Like, for the D-Book, he becomes maybe a little better, but then you got to run this Kevin Durant, who is not good at all. I just really am trying to understand what 2K was trying to think of with this duo drop. I honestly think they're trying to give us some budget options, but they just really did a bad job of it, realizing how bad these Series 2 cards are. Because they're horrible. Like, Braun is not that bad. Giannis is not that bad. But when you look at, like, what you have to run with them, then you realize they are really that bad. Like, they're horrible. Even like Kawhi and Danny Green. Kawhi with Danny Green gets an 87 3 ball. Speed goes up to an 86. The lateral quickness is good. Badge-wise, gets a little better, but he doesn't even have anchor. No brick wall. You know, no rebound chaser. Look at the playmaking badges. Nothing. Like, he's missing so much, and he moves like a slug still. And for Danny Green, sure, it might make him a little better, but like, I've got Danny Green on my no money spent. There's going to be no moment ever on that account on the No Money Spent Squad series where I'm like, man, maybe I should pick up Kawhi with Danny Green to run the duo. No, like the duo is not good enough that it is even worth consideration. And so that's just kind of my mindset on it. Like, it's cool that we got duos, but this is about as bad of duos as we could have gotten. And I know you guys are probably watching this video, man. Ty, is all you do is complain. What do you want me to do, guys? What am I supposed to do? 30 new duos, and not one of those duos is usable for everybody that has the best team in the game. Not one of those duos is usable for No Money Spent squads. So I shouldn't say usable, but worth it, worth picking up. So I mean, it's just like they're trying to just filler in this content. Even like this Steph and Draymond duo. Steph has 80 speed and no defense. Nobody is running it. Meanwhile, this is the point guard Draymond. What are you going to do? Move Draymond to power forward? Move Steph to shooting guard? I'm trying to listen to what 2K is telling us, what 2K is giving us. But I'm just like over here like, man, this content stinks, man. This content stinks. And so, I mean, again, I got a message from my my brother. New duos, Ty. That's what he said. And I was like, okay, let me find out they're going to give like Alex Caruso's Pink Diamond a duo. Like literally all they would have to do is like give this Alex Caruso a duo with like, let's say the Domination Braun. Can you imagine that duo? Like that is a duo that people are going to be interested in. I don't know, man. I just feel like this is just more filler content. More content to just say, yeah, see, we have added dynamic duos to the game. Even though, again, they did actually have to put some effort into this, but it's like, what is the point? That's my whole question right now. What is the point of 2K giving us this? To me, it doesn't necessarily add up. It doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. The only thing that I can say is these cards are all actually not worth really paying attention to, like the duos. They're not. And so yeah, that's where I'm at. I do know in the past years, right, when duo cards came out, you'd be able to buy the duos right away and then sell them for more. Like this is the type of drop you wouldn't even have been able to do that because nobody is wanting these types of duos. More filler content in my team. Again, when is enough? That's the big question I personally have. Like, when is enough going to be enough from 2K's perspective? Because this filler content for the duos is not going to do the trick. This whole gambling constantly, consistently is not going to do the trick. I don't know. Again, I gotta make content on the duos, but these stink. These absolutely stink. Not one of them is worth your time or worth your energy. So that's what I've got for you guys today. I wish I could sit up here in front of you guys and be like, yeah, man, we've got some exciting duo stats here, squad. This is worth picking up. This is worth picking up. Moral of the story, these duos are garbage. There's no real new... I don't even want to consider this content because it stinks, man. There's nothing new to do in the game outside grind for that free pack. It's just where we're at in my team right now. It's gotten about as stale as possible, but hey, what are you going to do outside of continue to complain? That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Am I being too harsh to 2K? Like, is this actually helpful for people? Because maybe it is. I just don't see how it is. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.